What's up, YouTube? Matt Torgel here, Leads for Locals. In this video, I have a super huge, important Facebook lead form update. And I want to show you basically the changes that have taken place. I wasn't warned about this. I didn't get any email notification. And Facebook just does these things, which is really, really annoying, but also a super important lesson about why you need to pay attention to your ads all the time. I check my ads every single day for my clients, students, whatever. And in this particular case, we were getting a ton of clicks on our lead form campaign. Basically, it was in the life insurance space. We were getting a ton of clicks, just a fantastic click-through rate, but we were getting hardly any leads. So what does that tell you? Well, there's probably something wrong with the lead form. Well, sure enough, when I look at the lead form update on what it does now versus what it did, I guess before this update, I don't know when it was. It's like a night and day difference. So I want to go through that with you right here, right now, because this is super important. If you're using Facebook lead forms, you have to know this and make adjustments accordingly. Okay. Now, also, if you don't mind, if you find this helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. It does help my channel. Make sure you subscribe. I come out with these videos all the time with lead generation campaigns, things like that. Also, make sure you click the link in the description to join my free Facebook group, because who do you think heard about this first? My Facebook group, right? And the faster you know about these things, the faster you can make an adjustment so this doesn't have a negative impact on your business. So I'm going to show you the new update and what to do about it, basically. And I don't know why Facebook does this. I love Facebook, but then sometimes I can't stand it either, because why take something that's working so well and just mess it up, right? So this is the new lead form now. And I did this in a test campaign or a test account. Okay. So back here, so this first one, which is the update right here, that's this lead form. This was created back in October 29, 2018, right? So I've been using lead forms for a long time, and they can work really, really well for building your list and all that stuff. Anyways, when I tested this lead form right here, after finding out about this update, this is what it looks like now, guys. When people click the ad, this right here, and these are screenshots from my phone because I couldn't test it on desktop for whatever reason, but this is what people see now. Now, it used to be this right here. It would have a headline, your bullet points or a paragraph, and the actual lead form all on one page. There was no show more, click next, click next. Okay, now listen, if you've been doing digital marketing for any amount of time and you know about landing pages, opt-in pages, and things like that, you want to keep it above the fold. You want it as simple as possible for people. Like, you don't want all these different distractions and buttons to click and all this stuff. You want a form or a button that pops up a form. They enter their information and that is it. Okay, does this look good to you? Like, literally, all it is a headline. It's like I'm putting myself in the position of my audience, right? And when I tested this for my client, when I was looking at this, even I was confused when I first saw the update. I was like, this looks like crap. So all it is a headline and a show more button. Really? That's what we're doing with lead forms now? Are you kidding me? This is crap. If you visited a landing, like, let's say we're not even using lead forms, and you created a landing page, like, would any of you guys create a landing page that looks like this? Would you intentionally create just a headline and then force your audience to scroll all the way down or click another button just to see some basic information about what they're getting? Would you do that? I don't think anybody would. This is so dumb. And I believe this is why we were getting so many clicks and nobody's actually filling out the form, because they have to click show more to finally see, okay, like an explanation of what they're getting. Then they have to click next again to finally get to the form, which still pre-populates their information. So that's great. Then they have to click next again to view the privacy policy. And then they have to click next again to finally submit. 5 action steps just to get a name and an email. Really? How does that benefit anybody? So this is huge, guys. So let me show you what we're doing about this. And it's kind of unfortunate, but I don't think it's going to be a game changer. So just to recap really quick, what it used to be was a combination of this image right here and this image right here, all on one screen. They sometimes, depending on how many bullet points you had, they had to scroll down a little bit to see the form, but oftentimes they didn't, right? If you did it right. And that worked great. Now people click on it. It's a headline and a bunch of blank space with a show more button. What genius thought this would be a good idea? I have no idea. But now they click the see more button. Oh, okay, here's all the bullet points. All right, let's click next. Oh, here's finally the form. Let's click next. Oh, there's the privacy policy. Let's click submit. It's like that. To me, that's a joke. But anyways, how do we fix this? How do we, because we have to play by the rules. I mean, what are you going to do? Because Facebook ads still work. The lead forms are great. It's a great tool for building your list, but obviously we need to make an adjustment here. So let's see what I did. So I just created a new test form right here. And basically what we need to do, and actually I'm probably gonna have to, I'm gonna have to duplicate this to show you. All right, so how do we fix this? How do we go from this crap right here to this? How it should be, where we have a headline, maybe a short paragraph, and then the form. How do we get back to that? All right. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to scroll down this is when you're creating your form. And oh, for Christ's sake, dude. Oh my gosh. Bear with me. Computer problems. It's probably Facebook, just because they know I'm talking smack about them right now. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing this. Like, I can't scroll down for some reason. Let me just zoom out here. There we go. I don't know why I had to do that. Anyways, what we want to do is click on intro. And you can see here, add greeting, because I already did this. But you're going to see a remove greeting button right here. That's what you want to do. That's how you get rid of this shenanigans right here. And go back to headline, paragraph. Like, you can't do the bullet points because it's a sub headline now. But again, I don't think that's going to be a complete deal breaker for lead forms. But basically, we want their contact information popping up on the same screen. That's basically what we want. So you're going to remove the greeting. That's it. And then under questions, you want to, now this is key. Like, you really want to make sure that you have your description here. I just put testing, testing, testing. But I would put your basic, because I don't know that there's like, I'm just gonna type a bunch of characters and see how long this goes. I don't know if I would imagine there's probably a limit to how much you can type here. But if we keep going, so we actually have a decent amount of space here. So you could take your original headline. So imagine covering all of the costs of your RV every month. Whatever your initial headline was and then your bullet points, you can take your initial headline and instead of bullet points, maybe put this into one or two sentences on what the benefit is. And actually what we're testing right now is just the headline and then a call to action. Basically just, so like it would be our call to action, cover all your monthly costs of your RV, learn how to do that. Confirm your information below, or tell us where to send it, to send your free guide or whatever it is that you're offering by confirming your info below and then clicking the next button. Like, be very specific on what people need to do. Okay, but you can see how much space you have here. So, is it ideal? Not really, but it doesn't change that much either. Like, the headline doesn't stand out as much, but it's like, this is way better than doing this shenanigans right here. I could tell you that for a fact. Okay. So, and then everything else stays the same. I'm not going to go into like lead form strategies or anything. That's in my Facebook group and my training materials and courses and things like that. I just wanted to show you guys this update and what to do about it, because this can really be night and day difference on your lead form. So if you've been having an issue with your lead forms not converting, this could potentially be a reason why. In fact, I'm very confident that it is. Okay. So anyways, I hope that helps, guys. Again, give me a thumbs up, like this video if you don't mind. Comment down below any questions that you have, any other updates that you want me to do, any other content, whatever questions that you have. And make sure you subscribe, because I come out with this stuff all the time. So if you want to stay on top of your game with your Facebook ads and your lead generation and all that stuff, definitely subscribe and make sure you join the free Facebook group. Okay. All right, guys. I hope you're crushing it, and I will talk to you in the next video.